we didn't play well enough to win. When you're playing a team like Central, who's been tied for the conference championship, you can't make the mistakes that we made. But there's no such thing as a moral victory. But I'm proud of the way that my guys played because they battled the entire day. It's a young football team that still makes a lot of mistakes, and that's my job as the head coach to make sure that we put these guys in situations that maximizes their strengths, and we'll be better next week. One thing about it, we're not going to let anybody outside of our locker room divide us. It really doesn't matter what anybody else outside our locker room has to say. We'll come in here tomorrow ready to go to work, and we'll get it fixed.
How frustrating was it today, given the two big breaks you had late?
Very. You have to score points when you have opportunities. It can be looked at and say that our defense gave up 34 points, but they got how many turnovers? I know they got 2 turnovers. Yeah, we got 2 turnovers there in plus territory that we got field goals out of. And if you get 14 points instead of 6 points, we're sitting here in the mood, and this press conference is a little bit different. So it's extremely frustrating, but it's nothing that is going to make us work any less hard than we are now. And like I said, we'll come back tomorrow and fix these mistakes.
Greg, looked like you hurt your left arm. Is that right?
No, I'm all right. Everything good.
Looked like you were just walking with it kind of dangling there for a while.
Nah, it's all right. Just a little hit.
How was it tough to find time to pass today? It seemed like they were right on you.
I wouldn't say it was tough. I mean, just didn't execute enough to win.
That's a good defensive front. Their front seven is a good group, and they were a good group a year ago, and it's a bunch of returners, and they got after us a little bit. But we've got again a young, improving offensive line, and we played a true freshman for the first time today, and he showed up a little bit. But at the end of the day, I think you have to credit them as a defensive line. But I thought our kids did play well enough to have 350 yards plus worth of offense.
TC, how tough was it to chase their quarterback? Pretty quick guy.
I mean, we had some difficulties with it, but we still got to get him down. We got to be able to get off the field on 3rd down. We have the ability to do it. We have the right schemes, the right coverages, the right packages, the right stunts. We just got to be able to get him down.
Was this an important week for you coming back since you didn't play last week?
It's always an important. Every game is important. Every game means something. So, I mean, we all just got to come back Sunday, ready to work hard, and get ready for next week.
Get everything going.
Marcus,
Just didn't get fucking Thursday.
are you concerned about the red zone offense, given the chances you guys had inside the 10?
No, I'm never concerned. I feel like Coach Scott always calls the right plays. We just got to execute.
You agree with that, Greg?
Excuse me, can you repeat the question?
You worried about being able to execute in the red zone after the 2 chances you had down there?
We were 5 for 5 in the red zone today, getting points.
Touchdowns.
You can answer the question, Greg.
I'm not worried at all. I mean, I know the guys that's on offense. I know we're gonna come back tomorrow and work hard, and we're gonna get everything right. I mean, we would like to score, but we'd like to score touchdowns, but we still got points out of it. That's the goal: finishing every drive with points.
Well, Cheryl, how much did not having shown today versus?
You play with the guys that are here. You play with the guys that have on helmet and shoulder pads, and I thought Gerard Johnson played very well today. We'll get Quintrell back next week, but right now Gerard's starting tailback on this team, and I thought he had a hell of a second half. So I've always thought of it as, like I said, you play with the guys that are here, and you control what you can. So maybe he has a carry or two that make a difference, but I think we played well enough at running back to win today.
Their no-huddle offense seemed to give you guys trouble early. Was there some adjustment you made on it?
No, we just tackled our quarterback better in the second half.
That's really all it was. We caught on to the things they were trying to do. We came back in the second half ready to stop them on 3rd downs and keep them distant in those 1st and 2nd downs. So that's all we improved on.
What's your approach with the MEAC now? I mean, 0-1, obviously, after the other 2 losses, you said it doesn't hurt your goals, but this one does.
I just told our team that I wasn't going to come in and tell them that it doesn't hurt our goals. Our goals aren't dead. The league's been won the last couple of years of 6-2.
7-1 last year, 6-2 the year.
It's been tied, so we're still in the hunt, and we've got Howard coming here next week, and that's all we can worry about. Obviously, we've got to win a MEAC game to get ourselves on the board, and that'll be our goal next week.
You got to take some good things away from this game. I think think you were down 27-10, and then all of a sudden you're right back in it.
Well, I look at this right here, 9 penalties for 60 yards, and that's not who we are. That's another 60 yards of offense that we could have had. You know, we've got to be a more disciplined team, and, you know, penalties on special teams, you know, just uncharacteristic penalties on offense. And I take that very personally as a head coach. That means that my team is not very well disciplined. So it's tough to take. You know, I'll find positives tomorrow because the biggest positive in this thing is these guys played their tails off. And again, credit to Central. You know that they won a football game, but I'm not gonna berate my kids or beat them down because we might not have played well enough to win, but we played hard enough to win.
That's all I got. Thank you.